given substantial evidence that she wasn't helpless. She was given plenty of opportunities to find a job and to take shelter away from her husband. And she accepted him at first, but then she went back to him. She was always able to leave, and her husband did not have a stable job, even though her sister did. She could have left with her sister and had a stable job and could have supported her kids, even though she claimed that she couldn't. And she chose to stay with her husband, who had no substantial job and really no means of supporting the child in the first place. We're not going to deny in front of all of you that she was the victim of beatings. She was. But to where is that a grounds for murder? The husband was asleep. She chose to hide the weapon, so she was in no immediate danger of that weapon because the husband had no idea where the weapon was. And in the moment that the husband was asleep, she didn't choose to call the police and to carry out the things appropriately. Instead, she chose to take the law into her own hands and commit a murder. So my question to all of you is, to what extent is it okay to take another person's life? Is it fair for her to make that decision that night? Why couldn't she leave it in the hands of the law? She was in no immediate danger, and she shot a vulnerable man in his sleep. So, that's all I have for you guys.
You gotta get in front of them.
No, we're good over here.
You want to go over? We're all talking, so we're all stand up here. Exhibited all the characteristics of battered women syndrome. Developed a condition called learned helplessness, where she was unable to escape her husband's wrath, and acted in self-defense on the night she killed her violent, abusive, evil husband. We are unaware of how much her husband made and how much her sister made, so that is completely ridiculous to say that she could have left her husband, who we don't know how much, and we don't know how much money he made, and leave for her sister because we don't know how much money she made. So that's ridiculous.
We do know how much money she sister made.
Okay, we don't know.
Oh, Paul, step up. Hey, Paul, back up.
We're not done. We're almost done. We believe that, okay, she killed him. That happened. But she was under this, she was not mentally stable. The police said that she was very, emotional, and they tried to get her voluntary statement. She was not stable. And she exhibited all of the attributes of battered woman syndrome. She was isolated by her abuser. She was sent to the hospital. And they're claiming that she was simply abused, but the last one was life-threatening. She could have been dead, and this would have been the opposite court case. It would have been, she could have not been alive now. She exhibited all of the traits, and the law of self-defense shows that if the syndrome exists and the defendant is suffering from the syndrome, then she is not responsible for her actions under that syndrome.
We also believe that her life was being threatened immediately. She was in immediate danger. He loaded a gun in her face and said, "I'm gonna kill you." What? And her kids. Said he was gonna kill her and her kids. And first, she's being charged with first-degree murder, and first-degree murder is like killing someone on purpose, it's planned out. And she didn't do that. She was acting in the heat of the moment. She did have the gun because she didn't want to die. She did have the gun, but she just didn't want to die. And it wasn't planned out. She had to plan this out. She was just acting in self-defense.
I really just want to use that hammer.